feel a little bit weird about sitting on the floor in the Mall of America and making a video. The reasons are threefold. Fold one, there's a lot of noise in here. There's a freaking roller coaster behind me. Well, behind the Lego man and over a little bit, it doesn't matter. Fold two, lighting sucks. Fold three, I'm a very self-conscious person, and right now I'm sitting on the floor holding a camera talking to myself. People keep walking by and I keep having to pretend that I'm filming something else. It's a little bit weird. So in spite of feeling super self-conscious about doing this, I did find a dark corner to sit in so I could make this video. A couple days ago I was in Park Rapids and... well, I should think of it... between winning it... you know how in your head everything's nice and eloquent and well-constructed, and then when you try and spit it out, it turns into just a mumbling, gross mess of word vomit? Yeah, that's what's happening right now. A couple days ago I went to Park Rapids and filmed this, which ended up being a little bit sappy. Let's watch! So first we drove out to the campground that we always stay at, and I talked about nostalgia for 5 minutes. This is the gist of what I said. I spent 19 out of 22 summers of my life here. It's become very nostalgic for me, and the problem I've always found with nostalgia is you always have the fuzzy brilliance around the edge of those memories. The great thing about Park Rapids is it hasn't changed. And then we drove to places with great memories, like the place where my brother and I convinced my dad to off-road the van one summer, the place where we always rent bikes, Beagle Books that always has a beagle in it, and the Minnesota Fountain, the ice cream shop that we thought for a minute was open, but then Dad tried the door. No. Then we left, and will join me back at the Mall of America. So now that I'm sitting here, I'm also wondering what would happen if anybody found out that I had this with me. I have a multi-tool on me. Technically, I have a knife, a saw, and awl, and various other weapons that I'm sure people in this mall would not approve of. I wonder how many people would want to tackle me right now if they found out I had a potential weapon in my bag. Now, I don't want to stereotype Americans, but on TV I'd get tackled. So having been to the Mall of America yesterday and spending what I consider to be a large amount of money, today I just walked around and filmed stores. Look, they have a Lego store with a gigantic wall of Lego. A place that sells covers in case you think Sharpies are ugly. A shop name misusing an umlaut, which makes me angry in a way that only language abuse does. Love sacks. Corduroys, which are the same as love sacks but less dirty. Shop names with one too many puns. The Promised Land. And stores made of awesome. Also, if anybody can solve this, that'd be great, because clearly 87 is too obvious of an answer. The Mall of America is just a really fascinating place to be because it's just this giant temple of mass consumerism filled with 800 million people. I'm hyperbolizing for effect, but you get the picture. It just is such a mishmash of strangeness that doesn't happen in real life. There's a gigantic Lego man behind me, and next to that giant Lego man is a giant Lego Neanderthal. There's a roller coaster right next to that, and upstairs from that is a Hooters. It is absurd. So I think I'm gonna get up from my dark corner and go experience this absurdity for a little bit more. Or maybe I'll just go read a book. Have you ever noticed how there's just that awkward moment where you don't know how to finish the video?